Go ahead for M3.
Here, count.
4646.
Stand by, let's get count. You're clear to go. What's your heavy distance?
10-5.
All right, we're through our first switch. Again, my name's Brakeman Gary, and our engineer is Engineer Colin today for your journey to the summit of Mount Washington. So it's going to be about a 45-minute ride to the summit. You'll have approximately 1 hour at the summit, and make sure you hold on to your ticket. You will need your ticket to reboard the train on the summit, and you'll have about a 45-minute ride back down to the base station. And we're crossing the Ammonoosuc River here to our front. That forms at the top of the Ammonoosuc Ravine by the two lakes that are by the lakes of the Clouds Hut. Those are the highest two lakes in the northeast above sea level. And our length of track is about 3 miles of a length of track. We're going to be going approximately 5 miles per hour. And our average grade is a 20. There's our engineer getting us up to speed. 5 miles an hour. Is everybody excited? So is it okay? It is okay now to roam around the cabin, and if you're in the rear of the cabin, don't be afraid to wave hi to our engineer again, Colin. And if you have any questions, don't be afraid to come up and tap me on the shoulder, as I do keep 99% of my focus on the track to our front. So a little history of them, and also the college students assisted in running the railroad at that time. And then a gentleman by the name of Arthur Teets, no relation to Colonel Teets, but he was an earlier protege, bought the railroad from Dartmouth College with his wife Ellen Teets, who continued to run the railroad after Arthur's passing up until 1983, with the front. You'll see the yellow coach there. And we are coming up to our second switch. In days past, that was a 9-piece section of track that had to be manipulated in a certain sequence, some of that weighing up to 200 pounds. And the brakeman, like myself, would have to jump off and do that. But now in the early 2000s, we put in the one-piece switch, which we did design and build in-house, and that's solar powered and hydraulic driven. So yes, I do like technology. Also, that's the steam locomotive coming down on the bypass portion of the track, so make sure you check that out. Going by this water tower here. This is a 6,000 gallon water tank, and that's where the steamer fills up on their way to this summit. So we're going to be getting close to that water tower. So at this time, everybody does need to put everything inside the coach. So if you have anything outside the coach, yes, thank you very much, please. We built our first biodiesel in 2008, so that's less than 10 years ago, and that's M1, that's the green one if you see it on the mountain. And we currently have 6 biodiesels in our fleet. And they are all designed and built in-house. And that is also the coaches are all built and designed in-house. And you can see by the beautiful woodwork, they do a great job. And now here we have a down mountain train coming. This is M1, the first of our biodiesels. So make sure you look at the bottom of that locomotive and you can watch the cog grabbing the rack in the middle of the trestle system. That is how the cog railway propels and brakes all its devices up and down the mountain. The wheels and the rails on the sides do nothing but guide us up the track. You can see that cog grabbing that rack system. And again, all our stuff is designed and built in-house. And if you look on the environment side at the trestle system, they found that during the Civil War, the trestle system was a lot easier to maintain than a railroad bed system. And also with the harsh New Hampshire winters, with the freezing and the thawing, and due to our elevation changes, it allows us to keep us a steadier grade again at an average grade of a 25% grade. And we're currently building a new, that's a brand new coach just put into service this year. And I think you guys might be going down mountain on that one, but don't quote me on that. But as you can tell by the nice glass in the front, that one does have an air ride and air brakes for passenger comfort. You can tell the windows on this coach were newly refurbished. Those are marine style windows. And again, that is for noise and wind reduction. Because at the summit of Mount Washington, we do go up at approximately 80 mile per hour winds is our cutoff end of the coach. Again, a 14-foot difference. So now's a great time to get out and walk around the coach if you haven't. But on the engineer's side of the coach, that's the Ammonoosuc Ravine, which is the only view we get of the Ammonoosuc Ravine. And that's the Lakes and the Clouds hut there. And that's where the Ammonoosuc Trail starts. It goes down to the base station at the start of your journey today. And again, the 2 highest lakes in the Northeast are right there. And again, that starts the Ammonoosuc River that we crossed at the start of our journey today. And again, that is the Ammonoosuc Ravine. And that is named after the gentleman that did the Among the Clouds newspaper in the early 1900s from the summit of Mount Washington. That newspaper was printed every morning and taken down to the Grand Hotels in the valley for the latest news. Again, a lot of people spent their vacation up here. That was the place to see or be seen on the summit of Mount Washington. And that is Mount Clay to our front. On And now we are moving into the Alpine Tundra Climate Zone. Normally the Alpine Tundra Climate Zone is at 10,000 feet above sea level. But again, due to the harsh weather conditions, observatory to our front on the engineer's side of the coach. And it looks like we are among the clouds. It's another beautiful day in the North Country. Everybody's excited?
Yeah.
It's always a great day in the North Country unless there's 3 feet of snow and 30 below. And that is the Great Gulf on the fireman's side of the coach. And that was created when the glaciers receded many.
Go ahead, look at it.
Keep price.
right onto Main Street. For 23 miles, continue on Main Street.